Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. So I hope you guys watched the last couple videos where we went off into the nether and fought a bunch of withers to try and collect wither skeleton skulls. Well, we ended up building a farm of sorts, not like an official, not like a very efficient farm. We just built like a railway to get us back and forth to try and promote more spawning. So it sort of worked and it sort of didn't. I'll kind of recap what went on. But long story short is we got 8 wither skeleton skulls. That's pretty awesome. That's a pretty good haul as far as I'm concerned. It seemed to work and it seemed to didn't. I'm not really sure. I know that's not grammatically correct, but I'm not really sure what the official rates are, what the official odds of getting a skull when you kill a wither skeleton. And I'm not even 1,000% certain if the looting 3 enchantment really helps or not, because sometimes it seems like it does and sometimes it seems like it doesn't. So I was keeping track. As you guys know, if you watched the last video, I went back and checked the statistics. I'll let you guys do the math as far as how many minutes I've actually, or how many days I've been wasting playing Minecart Simulator, but I ended up keeping track, and I wrote it all on a book and quill. A book and quill is actually pretty easy to make. You just need to make a book, and then you do ink sac and paper. So, or not paper, feather. So ink and feather, it's like you're writing with the ink and feather in the book. So I'm probably gonna have to start using those from now on. But I did already get things written down, and you guys can see here the stats. The first one, you guys saw that was 64 withers killed to get my first one, and 21 kilometers on the minecart. Now that also includes a bunch of other time going off to the ice farm and stuff like that. All the rest of this is continuous minecart travel on the nether. So it's actually 0.76 kilometers per trip back and forth to the nether. So I'll let you guys do some more math. But so on the 64th one I got a skull, and then on the 77th one I got the second skull. You guys also saw that one. And then I figured I would just kind of do it on my own and just go back and forth, like while I'm editing the video, while I'm watching YouTube, all kinds of different stuff. And I'm not even kidding, I got 2 back-to-back. I killed the 91, and then the very next one, I think I did 2 trips on the minecart. The very next wither that I killed, I got another skull. I'm not even kidding. But then, if you look down here at the stats, it was actually over 100 before I got number 8. From 7 to 8, it was over 100 wither skeletons killed. So that is just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. I've wasted so much time just going back and forth on that minecart. It's actually pretty ridiculous. But it's been almost 100 kilometers. That's something like 150 trips back and forth. So yeah, I've been wasting a lot of time, but I guess that's kind of the thing about Minecraft, is you always end up wasting a lot of time doing something, whether you're down there mining for diamonds or whether you're trying to farm something. I still feel like I would have wasted a lot more time if I had tried to half slab the nether or something like that. But anyways, we did get ourselves 8 wither skeleton skulls. We found some nether wart in our adventure. Obviously, we had already found those before we made this farm. We killed a few ghasts. We got our magma blocks and our other stuff. So I'm sure you guys are gonna wonder, hey, why aren't we gonna spawn the wither boss and kill a wither boss and get us a beacon already? Well, that's definitely the plan. I definitely want to get that done. But first things first, I do need to make a couple of things first. So let me get some supplies. We need to make at least one, probably more. We need to make a brewing stand. I was having trouble with the words there coming out of my mouth, but we're going to need to make a brewing stand before fighting the wither in order to get some potions, so we can get a little bit of a better advantage when we're actually fighting the guy. So I figured we needed to make that. Let me get some more cobblestone, and I'll actually make a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's get 6 in line. And we'll put these down. We'll put them down right here. Actually grab some quartz to put them down on. I'll see what that looks like. I'm not too sure. I just didn't want to have them sitting on the floor. I guess it doesn't really match the rest of our house or anything like that, but I guess it works. So I need to divide these up by 3, so wait, let's do 3 there, and then we need to, okay, so what happened there? So we need, okay, we need blaze powder for these, so let me get, okay, blaze powder breaks up a little bit better, so let's just take half of those, and then we'll put, oops, let me get those dragged in evenly. So, wait a second, now we'll put that in there. So we'll get these guys filled up, but actually, I think before I do any brewing, I need to get a nether wart farm built. That's kind of probably why the title is nether wart farm. The title of the video is building a nether wart farm, but I think we need to get out there and get that done because I guess should I name that one? Do I need to name this book? This is my done. Do you name it? Is that how it works? How about wither skull stats? Something like that. I hope that doesn't make it permanent. Obviously, I've got it written down somewhere else, so if it is permanent, wither skull stats. Cool. Cool. So I will put that there. So then it's just book and quill, and that one is obviously apparent. So that one's just blank. Cool beans. I also wanted to grab those eventually. Okay, so I do need to decide where to put this farm at. I'm thinking just out here. I'm actually thinking this is going to be a temporary farm. I'm thinking there might be a better option for this, but that's going to be a slightly future episode. I just need to get some more nether warts farmed at this point. I don't need to worry about it too much. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put it out here. I kind of want it to be somewhere close, so it's like, you know, accessible and stuff, but I also don't want it to be too close to crammed into other stuff. Let me get that put back. Let me move it out to here. So that's where the center will be. Let's go ahead and put down water right there. So basically we need to dig out everything that the water touches right here. So this shouldn't be too hard. So we'll get that there. Okay, so that's our basic shape. I think I got all the holes dug out. So from there we're gonna put in soul sand. So I'll fill this all in with soul sand. And then the water will be able to come out at the middle and destroy all the soul sand. So similar to this farm, we're just going to use water to harvest. When I was playing on a multiplayer server, it would actually give you kind of credit for like actually harvesting it with your hand. Not only would you like build levels, but you would also get like double drops and stuff like that. So I ended up building a lot more like manual type farms just for the purpose of building stats. But in this world, it's going to be a lot more automatic farms and stuff like that. Even though I am just kind of by myself, I don't need to go too crazy with the production. It's still going to be a small automatic farm, you know what I mean? It's not going to be overboard or excessive or anything. So okay, so now that we've got this done, we can pick our water back up. Actually, we're going to go ahead and break the spot below it, because that's where we're going to put a dispenser. So dispenser goes in there. Okay, so dispenser goes there, and then we'll dig down below with some redstone. So redstone can go right about there. So we do got to get down below this. And eventually we'll see the dispenser up top there. Is that? Yeah, that's it right there. We actually went a little bit too far. Okay, so we'll put that in there and that right there. So then we can do redstone. So we'll bring redstone out here. It's going to be a fairly simple redstone build. I don't even think we'll need any what do you call it, repeaters or anything like that. I think it's just going to be redstone, and a switch. So if I put a switch right about there, that should... I think I heard the tick. I guess let me put my water bucket in there. So let's make sure that works. Oh, I think I might need a button or something. That's not working. Why is that not working? So, quick troubleshooting. That looks like the wire was going through. I'm betting that just doesn't actually work. So what if we do that? That should work, because now the wire is pointing into the block that is next to the thing rather than it just being underneath of it. So I don't think it works in the same way that this one here did. Oops, I think we need to break this one and bring that up. So we'll check that for now. Let's make sure that, okay, that's what powers it. Perfect. So I'm using a switch because I kind of, actually I probably should use a button because it's like I have to double flick the switch. Yeah, we need a button for that. Okay, so we'll fill this in with our 2 pieces of slabs right there, and we'll clear this off, plant this out, and I'll plant this out and go grab a button. I'll be right back. Okay, so I only got a little bit of it planted. I really didn't have very much. This is actually the biggest reason why we need to make a nether wart farm, is because we don't have enough to fully plant this, let alone make very many potions. So if we start making potions, we're going to run out real quick. But yeah, so I went back for a button instead of a switch, and I think this should work. Actually, I hope this doesn't. Actually, I'm going to need to go ahead and wait for this to harvest, or to mature before I harvest, because I don't want to, you know, waste the fact that I've been waiting on this stuff. So I was gonna stand over here and do like a time lapse or something like that, but then I realized that I've got tons of bone meal. I guess I've got the oh shoot, that's not working at all. I was hoping that I could bone meal all of this, but I guess that's not gonna work. Looks like we're probably gonna do a time lapse. Okay, so I figured to actually time-lapse that would be about as boring as watching grass grow, quite literally. So I figured I would just skip forward. This does grow pretty slow, so not everything is fully grown. So we're just gonna go ahead and harvest everything by hand for now until we get everything fully grown. So yeah, I just kind of wanna make sure we're being as efficient as possible. Once we get everything fully planted, then obviously we'll do the automatic thing, of course. But I did also notice that I happened to stick this underneath of the wheat farm, so it's probably gonna need to be moved over a little bit. I'll probably make it over here in line with this guy, but yeah, I guess I'll let it grow. I guess I'll let it grow over again one more time before we do anything drastic like that. So I got that all planted with exactly 1 left over to spare. I've been doing some other stuff. I harvested all the trees and replanted them with jungle trees, and I harvested all this wheat over here, and I actually kind of wanted to test a theory. I thought I would bring you guys along for this little mini adventure, but anyways, it's sort of come to my attention that water that is falling onto crops may break those crops, and you may not get those crops. So I kind of wanted to test that theory today. So what I've done is I've planted up just this back row and gone and bone mealed that all up from bones from my skeleton farm over there. So if we press this button and we don't get any drops, then we know that they're being broken and that we're not getting the drops. If we do get these drops, then we know that that is not an issue. So let's see what happens here. I planted both carrots and wheat just to see if there was any difference between the 2 crops, but it does look like we're getting those drops, so that's good. Maybe that theory was just the ones there at the back. I'm not too sure. Ooh, it's getting kind of dark over there. I'm not too sure, but we did get a massive amount of drops from that haul. So I didn't bother counting them up. We can obviously already see that there is plenty flowing into our hoppers from here. So I would say that is a successful test. I would say that worked out pretty well. So we can go ahead and turn off the water. I'm going to go run back to a bed and then we'll replant that. Okay, so I don't think we're fully grown yet, but we're pretty darn close. I would say we're close enough to go ahead and push the button. These ones here in the middle don't seem to grow, and these under this edge definitely don't seem to grow. So gonna have to solve that situation there, but one button should turn it off, and hit the button again should turn it off again. Or yeah, you know what I mean. So that'll push everything out to the edge. I can run around here and collect it. Obviously I gotta run through the soul sand at least a little bit to try and replant it, but that should, one harvest should give us plenty, at least to start doing some potions and stuff like that. So we'll get this replanted and we'll see how many we've got left over. We should have, I don't know, I would guess another stack left over. I don't know. Not too sure. But either way, now we won't have to be quite as, I don't know, diligent about getting this harvested all the time. We'll just kind of let this grow up and we'll come harvest it automatically whenever we need it. Oh, wow, yeah. We got 2.5 stacks, so that's definitely plenty to go do some brewing. So let's go get that done. So, I guess we're going to need some water. I had a funny thought. This is the closest water. I'm going to see if I can... Yeah, sweet. I can actually get water from the fountain. That's awesome. So these are my fountains out front, and I can get water bottles from here. So that's kind of funny. Okay, so we got to put in 3 water bottles, and I guess I'll start with... See, I never know exactly how I want to organize these. Should I do just throw all the nether wart in there and then we'll swap the bottles out each time, or do we just put in one ingredient and then we swap out the ingredient each time? Because if we're gonna make sugar next, we could actually just put in the 1 piece of sugar and that'll continue on. So rather than swapping out 3 bottles, we can just swap out 1 thing there. So it seems more like I'm gonna put in bottles into everything, and then we'll have all of the same level potion in all of the brewing stands. And yeah, we should get an achievement here in a second. I guess I've got to actually pull the potion out probably. So let's go ahead and put a piece of redstone in there. Nice. I guess let's get all these other ones on. Let's only do half sugars, so we'll get these all in sugars, right? Okay, yeah, so it's making a weird gurgle sound. That's kind of funny. It's a new sound to me, I think. So we got a bunch of speed potions. Let's see what this one does. This one, how long is this one? So that's 3 minutes. So definitely worth throwing some redstone into it. And yeah, so we got us some nice long... I guess they're only speed 1. Kind of want speed 2. Speed 2 for a minute and a half is better than speed 1. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, I guess we're ready for achievement. Plink. Yay. Okay, so yeah, that was our brewing achievement. Local brewing. Now we gotta go to the end and then fight a wither according to the achievements. I'm not sure if that's exactly how I want to do it. You guys let me know in the comments section below if you guys want to do the wither first or the end first. So let me know what you guys think about that. So then from there, we go get some more water bottles. And brew up some more potions. So I'll probably just get these nether wart ones ready. I guess I have these gas tier ones that we could do. We could do a couple other style of things. What was the one for night vision? That's one that we definitely need for the wither fight. So let me go grab my other water bottles that I dropped. Where did I put those? Okay, I put 2 in there. As long as I get 3 in by the end, then it's okay. So, I also need, like, fire resistance. So, isn't that just magma cream? Yeah, let's do some magma cream ones. Okay, so I also grabbed a bunch of chests to put over here and some signs to put on them. So I got fire resistance in here, and I'll put speed in here. And I guess I'm not sure what all else. Let me get these organized a little bit better. I also need to make, let me go get a carrot. I need to make a golden carrot. I'm not even 100% certain how I do that. I assume it's like 1 carrot with nuggets around it. Yes, nice. So that is a little bit expensive, but considering I've got the skeleton farm, it's actually not so bad. Okay, so I ended up making some of the speed potions in the speed 2. These speed 1s will be, I don't know, I guess those will be useful, but I don't know, I'll probably kind of waste those. Maybe I'll set up a thing that'll just spit those at me as I'm wandering around my base. But anyways, I guess I will do one of the gas tiers. I'm not necessarily sure I need one of those. And what else was I going to do? So that gives us potion of regeneration. I guess we could do a glowstone on there. Let's go ahead and do... Let's do one more, just because that's really the only use that gas tiers have at this point. So we might as well bust out all these potions while we're here. But yeah, I guess I will. I did this as my night vision. I'll probably put. Oh, I can't open that. Shoot. I'm gonna have to make that out of half slabs. Conveniently, right there. So if I do that and that, there we go. So I'll put my glass and everything over there. I need to make some more bottles, and yeah, we'll do a little more crafting. But we really don't need to do too much. Like I mean, brewing is nice, but I guess in single player, I don't really rely on it too much. It's really not super insanely useful, you know what I mean? There's some that are useful, like, you know, night vision, fire resistance. That's a big one. I probably just need to start creating more fire resistance just to make sure that I've got those handy whenever I go into the nether, because actually that would help me out when I'm out there in the nether, in the wither skull farm, because I do get set on fire quite a bit. So I guess we will stick with those. Potion of regen 2. Get a few of those, and well, I guess I could have refilled this. So we'll do these 1, 2, 3, and 1 there, and 1, 2, 3, and 1 of those. So now we've got these as fire resistance. So then we need redstone on there to make it longer. So we'll put redstone on a few of these. And I guess we will put same thing in here, I suppose. Oops, this one, yeah, that one went through. So we'll get those going. We'll do redstone in there, and then we'll have, wait. those... Okay. So that is 8 minutes. That... I must have done that out of order. That doesn't work right. 1, 2, 3, and 1 there. So once it's like a... I don't think... What does the mundane do? I am always confused about the word, like why you gotta put that in there first, but... Anyways, fire 3 minutes. Fire 3 minutes. So 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes. Water bottle, no effect. Awkward, like the difference between awkward potion and mundane potion is ridiculous. So I think if you put in this before the nether wart that we just grew out there, then it's a mundane potion or something like that. So that shit is ridiculous. We'll get this night vision in with our regen, I guess. I don't want to make a new chest for every single thing, so I guess I'll just kind of make those, because I'm not going to make a whole shitload of night vision. I'm not going to make a whole bunch of those, so we'll just keep those in place. And so yeah, we can get all of our fire resistance out, and yeah, I suppose we'll just drink up the mundane potions that were useless. I think if we just drink it, then it'll go into our... Like, it won't do anything, and then it'll just go back into our stack of glass. So, yeah, it didn't do anything to us. We can just stack those up, and I guess we could put all of our ingredients up in there. So we need those, and we need that. Probably not going to dump too much other stuff in there. We'll definitely dump those in there. Yeah, so those are like our base ingredients. We got bottles and things, and yeah, cool. So these are our fire resistance. So we'll get all those up in there. Oh, wait. We got a couple that are only 3 minutes. What happened here? So let me get 1 piece of redstone, and we'll make those into 8-minute guys. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I guess I need to go get into a bed before too many mobs spawn out there and scare me the next time I run out there. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you guys hanging out and watching this little Let's Play series. We got a little bit more progress. It's just, you know, baby steps at this point. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys next time.